Hey y'all, this is Scott with Paladin Tower Tactics, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Hill People Gear Recon kit bag. Don't do a whole lot of gear reviews. It's not really the focus, not really my thing, but I did want to share my thoughts and kind of what I found as far as a good quality product in this kit bag, as they're called. Hill People Gear, I've just recently been turned on to them by a student who's actually using a kit bag for class this past November, and I was really impressed with how compact it was. I was really impressed with how minimalist it was, and so I wanted to get it. I couldn't really justify a use for it until we had some changes at work, and I went to a different type of body armor. So now I carry rifle rated plates on me at all times, and I needed something that would allow me to carry extra magazines and maybe a little bit of medical supplies without me having to grab an additional plate carrier that has magazines and medical supplies and throwing that over me, because I already have rifle rated plates already with the body armor that I'm carrying every single day. So what I was thinking of is something more like what's called a flick. If you're in the military or were in the military, you understand what that is. It's a load carrier or a load carrying system, kind of like an LBE or an LBV, if you're familiar with that terminology. But anyway, I came across the Hill People Gear Recon kit bag. The kit bag design, as I've learned from their website, is basically they wanted something that they could conceal pistols with, that they could basically keep readily accessible on them as they were hiking, as they were going out and camping or backpacking, whatever. And so they came up with this kit bag design, and this design has a lot of different uses. So the three main uses that I think would apply to you in whatever situation you're in, whether it's law enforcement, civilian, military, whatever, is first and foremost, you have the option of having something that functions like a flick, like a load bearing vest or load bearing equipment that you can mount magazines, medical supplies, whatever you need to do, because it's got MOLLE webbing on it. So I'll show you that here in a second. But second use that I see for it is great for a vehicle setup. I actually keep mine in my passenger seat while I'm at work. I keep it on the headrest, and it is readily accessible right there. So all I would have to do if I have to deploy it is I would take it off the headrest and then throw it right over my vest. So I see that in terms of a civilian action is you can keep that thing on a headrest, and the shoulder straps are adjustable enough that I think you could cinch it down pretty good on that headrest if you had a little bit of time to undo it and then throw it on. But backpacking, any type of outdoor activity that you're planning, like four-wheeling or mountain biking, I know they talk about that on their videos on their website at Hill People Gear. The other thing that I intend on using mine for outside of work is when I go hunting. Every year I get to go down with family and some friends, and we get to go hog hunting in Texas. And I'm always kind of at a loss as to like what I'm gonna drag out to the stand with me as I hunt, and how I'm going to get it there. So it's changed every single year. I think that in order to keep night vision, in order to keep extra batteries or a tourniquet or something else like that with me while I'm out in the middle of the woods in East Texas, I think this kit bag is gonna be the trick for it. So the size that I chose to go with is the original. They have a smaller one, which is called the Snubby, and they also have a heavy size, which is basically the same thing, obviously a little bit bigger with a little bit more MOLLE on it and some extra stuff on the inside. I thought that the original fit my needs perfectly, and so that's why I decided to go with that. But I want to show you what I mean by the concealable holster section that they have. Basically, this entire flap comes down, and I'll talk about that here in a second. Full size M&P with a flashlight and an extended mag, and I will show you that it fits fine inside of this pouch. Not an issue for a large gun to fit into that pouch. But the reason I stow the pistol here is because I have it set up for my headrest. That's why I have the zippers on the left side, so that obviously if I was going to be doing this from a hiking standpoint, I would keep it over here because I'm right-handed. They have an additional pouch here in between the MOLLE as well as the pistol pouch, and it's just enough to fit some medical supplies in. As far as how it's constructed, I'm really impressed with it. I haven't taken it through any type of torture test or anything else like that, but I see no reason to believe that it is of poor quality in the construction and the seams, the zippers, or anything else like that. I've found it to be excellent quality. These are double stitched and they're pretty heavy duty. In order to throw the thing on, basically you would unclip this and then you would be able to slip that thing on. I've tried to just slip it on without undoing the buckle, but if you have body armor on underneath, it's going to present a problem as far as throwing it on there. So definitely having that quick clip right there is a pretty good design feature. These little tabs down here are designed to that you can get bungee cords that anchor down into, say, maybe your belt or something else like that, that keeps it from moving away from your chest if you're running the runner's kit bag. So folks going out and trail running or whatever, they can cinch that thing down so it's not flopping around. I haven't really seen a big problem with it. I did a range workout today where I was sprinting, and I didn't really see a big deal with it. Now on the outside, I just set this up like this. I'm playing around with this fast mag being upside down. Obviously, if you're getting on and off helicopters, I probably wouldn't have magazines like this without some sort of active retention like bungee or something else like that, or a flap. But it works for what I do. An idea that I have that I'm still playing around with is I'm probably, instead of having a pistol in here most of the time, I'm probably going to keep this ballistic panel. It's just a soft panel. I think it's like level 2 or something. The cool thing about these kit bags is there's 1,000 uses that you can apply to this piece of equipment. As far as pricing goes, their original size, which is the one that I got, as I said before, that cost me, I think, $95 on their website, not including their shipping. And other versions of the kit bag, like a search and rescue one, they've got the heavy, like I said, the heavy Recon kit bag. As far as the color goes, I chose this because of work. Use some of those kit bags, like the runner kit bag and the search and rescue kit bag, or even their original kit bag. They look pretty discreet, and especially if you have a typical civilian hiking bag, hiking backpack on, it wouldn't draw too much attention. So if that's what you're looking for to conceal your pistol, it doesn't scream, "Hey, I've got a pistol in here" type thing. And it's a lot cooler than a fanny pack. These straps here, I'm going to definitely tape these things down because they all came undone in my workout. It's intentional with their design, from what I've gathered from their website, with how easily you can adjust it. But if you want it to stay in place and you don't want it to move, which would be my situation, I'm going to take some tape and I'm just going to tape that around and make sure that it doesn't move. Here it is on me, and as you can see, for the pistol compartment, it's they have instructional videos on their website how to draw from it. So I'm not an expert. I haven't practiced this or anything else like that, but it is pretty reasonably easy to access the pistol if you just get a corner of that pistol pouch, or whatever, the holster pouch, section, and you just pull that down. You can access the pistol relatively easily. And as I said, this is the original size, so it's large enough to fit a full-size M&P with an extended magazine and a flashlight. So it'll fit pretty much whatever you need. All right, and there you have it. That is the review of the Hill People Gear Recon Kit Bag. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you guys want training, you can look me up on Eventbrite at Paladin Tower Tactics. And if you have a date that isn't on the 2021 calendar there and you want to train, you can reach out to me at paladintowertactics@gmail.com, and we can connect that way and figure out when we can get some training going. So anyway, thank you, and stay safe and keep training.